Hello, me again. So, short visual inspection. I thought we'd just do a little walk around. I haven't started doing any testing yet. I've just been making, I'll spin you around. I've just been making a few notes on my laptop because I will write the report up as we carry it out. My initial thoughts on this property, it's very dated looking, this installation. I mean, you can see how old these sockets are. There's some what looks like heating controls on the wall here. Potentially looking at it, it's been cut off. So we need to check that. I mean, there's damp here. We could have damp in the walls that could potentially damage the wiring. I mean, there's a cracked socket outlet here. There is damage here, heat damage here to this socket outlet. But I mean, I think in the grand scheme of things, I think this house is basically being, well, it's a change of ownership is happening. That's why this report is being produced. But I suspect this place will get fully refurbished. So damaged old electrical accessories would likely be replaced anyway. We've got lighting in here that is extremely dated and probably non-compliant, because I believe this ceiling looks to me like it's actually below 2.25 meters, and that would mean these fittings would be required to be waterproof, which they definitely are not. So that's another thing. This shower switch isn't securely fitted. The consumer unit itself, which is in here, is pretty modern. So we can see all of this here. There wasn't any paperwork with this though, with this property, in terms of price, certificate for replacing that consumer unit. So I suspect it may have just been replaced without paperwork, because it looks to me like a lot of these sockets and switches and such have not been open for donkey's years. It looks to me like someone's just come in. Oh look, that's a fail straight away. Obviously that's socket missing that. And also we've got the service head here, which I'm not too sure what's going on there. I don't really want to start pulling that tape off in case the whole thing falls apart, but looks to me like we're going to have to get UK Power Networks out to probably replace that. Ideally they should hopefully do that free of charge. Let's have a little look upstairs. So I don't think upstairs is as bad. I think if we do find more problems, it will be with the wiring. Property like this, you often find older properties that they've had work done to them several times, and it can be a bit of a mishmash of good and bad. So there doesn't really look to be any dodgy modifications or anything, but yeah, I mean, I would say this place, looking at it, as I say, it looks to me like that consumer unit has been replaced. Well, I know that consumer unit has been replaced. The question is, realistically, if you change a consumer unit, you should check really the installation is safe to do so prior to doing that and certify it. And I do not believe that has happened. I think that board has just been changed, that board consumer unit, whatever you want to call it. So, but we will find out, because we might find more defects. Obviously, I've noted a few visual defects that would fail it, but they're easy to fix. But hopefully we won't find too much more wrong with it.